I am finally back from my trip. I really enjoyed it, but I just can't wait to get back home. I got so many ideas that I want to do now, and I can't wait to get started on them. Actually, I think I can see my house from here. I'll just swim over. It'll be quicker that way. We have arrived! Hello, and welcome back to Spooncraft, a Minecraft server dedicated to Mumbo Jumbo. I am UFO, and I just returned from my holidays, which was amazing. However, I did get sick on the last day, and I was sick for about a week when I came back. So, I didn't want to just record nothing, or to wait another week before uploading another video. So, for the past few days, I have actually recorded a ton of content. A ton of content that you will see now. And pretty much, it's just me getting OP. I got all the gear that I needed. I got netherite, I don't want to spoil anything, but you will see what I've been up to for the past few days. But for now, I think we'll just jump right into it, and I'll show you everything that I've done. So I started off mining for diamonds, since I had barely any, and I needed a lot to be able to make the stuff that I needed. But first, I went to the shopping district with my diamonds. I was looking for a potion shop since I wanted to build a blaze farm. I didn't know where the shop was, so I looked around all the different places and shops before I finally found the place that I needed to be. I found a bunch of different shops on the way, like this temples and trim shop, this cafe, and a bunch of other shops that were selling a bunch of materials that I didn't really look into. But then I eventually found myself the shop that I was looking for. I bought myself 3 potions of fire resistance and headed back to my portal to collect the materials that I got off screen to build a blaze farm. Now it does look easy in this time lapse, but it was chaotic when I was building it. I had to fight off blazes, and I had to fight off gas and everything. Here is actually a short clip of what it looked like when I was building it. And to say it was chaotic is an understatement, because there was so much that I had to look at. But eventually I got the blaze farm finished. And it was slow at first, but I kept grinding for a little bit until I got enough XP for what I needed to do. So I went back to my enchantment table and I enchanted up a sword. It got pretty decent enchants. Afterwards I enchanted a diamond pickaxe, which I could combine with my already enchanted diamond pickaxe that I made a while ago. I went to the spawn and I combined those 2 pickaxes together to make a better pickaxe. It was almost perfect, but I was missing mending, but we can come back to that later. So I went back down mining. I was running low on iron, so I decided to go iron mining, and I found this water cave. And water caves are gold mines for ores like these, because the way Minecraft generates, or at least I think so, ore generates better when it's covered. And the game doesn't know that water isn't solid, so it thinks, oh, that it's covered, So I'm just gonna place more ore here. Anyhow, unluckily, I got a bit unlucky and I started to die. Because the magma block that I was using for air didn't work. So eventually I ran back to my area, I grabbed another magma block, and I kept swimming. It was a bit risky at times, but eventually I found all of my stuff. Nothing despawned and I didn't lose anything, but it was still a close call after that. So afterwards I went mining again. I didn't really care about dying, so might as well mine more, and I found some diamonds. Now it wasn't a lot, there was only one ore block there, but I mined it up anyways with my fortune pickaxe, and then I found more diamonds. I mined those up and I got more diamonds, and I continued to mine until I had enough stuff. Anyhow, I found this cave, and unfortunately the skeleton got too smart for me, and I fell down and I died by a creeper. So I ran back, or swam back, and I was equipped with a few gear, but not enough to really survive. And unfortunately, this zombie decided to pick up all of my armor. So I ran down, I collected whatever I could get, and swam up this waterfall, and hid behind the waterfall away from the skeleton so I don't die again. I decided to make a shield. I protected myself from the skeleton, and luckily the zombie killed it for me, because the skeleton hit the zombie through my shield. And so I decided to kill off all the monsters, and this creeper blew up, and I thought I lost all my items, but luckily they were all protected somehow. I think a block protected them or something. Anyhow, after getting all of my materials back, I decided to go strip mining for diamonds. That was when I heard a cave up on me, and I decided to mine up. I found this cave and a bunch of mobs there, but they were no match for me. And actually, thanks to this creeper, I was able to kill off most of the mobs. Unfortunately, they killed a zombie villager, but who cares? Anyhow, I found this diamond vein here. I got enough diamonds for a while, and then I stumbled upon this skeleton spawner. Now I was about to die here, but luckily I'm just too smart for the skeleton, and I killed it with no bother. Lighted up all the place so no skeleton could spawn again, and I looted the chest. I went back strip mining, and I came across another cave, but this time it was absolutely massive. Like, I'm telling you, I could fit a whole base in here if I wanted to. And maybe I will in the future, but for now, this will be my place for mining. And I actually got swarmed by this baby zombie for a bit, but still, they were no match for me. And I actually found another skeleton spawner here, but unfortunately, they were a bit too strong for me. So I died once again. Now luckily I didn't know where this place was, because I was literally strip mining towards it. And I ran back, lit up the whole place again. And I looted up, and I got all of my items back again. And I looted the chest. It was okay loot, but could have been a little bit better. But anyways, I went back cave mining to this massive cave, as you can see here. But I couldn't find any good material, so I went back down and started to strip mine again until I found this mine shaft. I decided to look around for a little bit to see if I could find any spawners or maybe a chest, but unfortunately I couldn't find anything. The only good thing that I could find was this diamond that was hidden behind these stairs. There was only one diamond ore. So anyways, I ran back to the boat and I had all my materials in this chest. So I decided to craft up some diamond armor to help myself to be more protected in the future from skeletons. I got all the tools that I needed. Then I got swarmed by these phantoms. Now they wouldn't let me go up this ladder, so I struggled a little bit before running back to my house and sleeping. So I decided to go back to the blaze farm to try and get some more XP, until I realized I can just go to the shopping district to get all my enchantments. So I counted up all of my gear, made sure that I could get everything that I needed, and I went buying. I bought all the books that I needed, mending, protection, stuff like that. And I put them all in this ender chest. However, I was missing 2 mending books, so I decided to ask one of the people on the ground to see if they had any. Meanwhile, while I waited, I went to the shop that had a lottery system, and I put in some diamonds, but unfortunately, I didn't really get anything. So afterwards, I ran back to the shop, and I bought myself 2 more mending books before running back to my base. Afterwards, I made an anvil and placed it down in my house and began enchanting my book together. Now the reason why I'm enchanting the book together is because it's better that way for your XP. But unfortunately, it was still too expensive to put on my armor. So once again I went back down to the blaze farm. I was pretty slow at this point, and I was getting really bored of it. So I decided to ask someone online, do you have an XP farm? And luckily one person did. So I went over to the XP farm, and I flew up to this giant XP farm, which is also a gold farm. And I decided to AFK there for about half an hour. As you can see, all the pigmen running towards me, and I was getting XP that way. But while you are here, I just want to say thank you for watching this far, and if you do enjoy this video so far, then please do click that like button, and if you want to see more, then subscribe. Anyhow, I ran back to my base, got all the materials I needed, and decided I need to get netherite. So I went down netherite mining for a bit, and I did forget to record for a little bit, but you didn't really miss out a lot. It was really boring. Like, it took me a few hours just to get enough netherite. Afterwards, I got enough netherite I needed for all of my gear, and I actually had an extra one for my diamond pickaxe, which I was using for mining. And I went back down to the ground to strip mine for some diamonds, because I needed these upgrade templates. They're new in their 1.20 updates, and I decided to make a bunch of them, because you need them to upgrade your armor. Afterwards, I was fully enchanted with netherite gear, and I decided to go wither hunting. Because what better way to be OP than to have a beacon in your base? After a while, I finally got the first skull. However, you need 3 more to be able to make the wither, to make the beacon. So that's what I did. to the final and third skull, the third and final skull, I had enough. And I was able to go back home to fight the Wither. With 3 Wither skulls, I went underground to fight the Wither. Now I usually fight the Wither underground because it's a lot easier, and I didn't want to damage any surrounding, especially my base. So, I fought the Wither there. Now I was taking hits left, right and center, because I didn't really plan this correctly. I didn't have the bow or anything like that. I didn't have a way to get up to the Wither. So, I had to improvise somehow. I mostly used my sword while running away and eating whatever food I could get, and running back to the Wither. But unfortunately, the Wither got its way in the end, and I blew up. Now I did spawn in the nether because I did send my spawn there, just in case I died, but I ran back to the Wither, and all of my stuff was gone. I looked around for a little bit. I looked to see if maybe the Wither blew it away or something, but no. The Wither blew up all of my netherite gear, so I needed to take revenge. And that's what I did. With only an iron sword and a bit of food, and an undying totem, I fought the Wither again, and once again I died. So I ran back, and the Wither was so close to dying that I just decided, this is it, and killed it right there. And after getting the netherite, the nether star, I went back home and I made myself a beacon. Now you are all caught up. I told you everything that happened within the past week, and some of my achievements and some of my unfortunate accidents, such as losing all of my armor. Now of course I am wearing netherite armor, because I did have to grind all over again. I went back down netherite mining, I went collecting all the diamonds that I needed, and it took a long time, but eventually I got there. Now I do want to answer a few questions before you ask them. Number 1, how did I get the wings? I never went to the end, did I? And no, I didn't. In fact, I was actually gifted some wings when I came back from my holidays. I had a friend called Trio Salad who came over and decided to give me a set of wings and a few shulker boxes and a lot of totems of undying, which I really appreciate, and I am very grateful for them. And another thing is, did we win the build competition? And I'm happy to say that we did. I won this great unbreaking shovel, and I enchanted it. I have efficiency 5 and silk touch on it, and of course it's unbreaking, which means this is a godsend for what we're gonna do in the future. Because we live in the middle of nowhere, right? There is no island near us, so what I want to build in the future will require a lot of materials, especially sand, and so this shovel right here will help us a ton. Now, I'm not completely finished yet. I do have to put my wings on. I do want to get a few more things. I have my beacon somewhere, and I don't have the blocks for it. I don't have enough items for it yet. Where's the beacon? There's the beacon. I don't have enough ore blocks to be able to make this a full beacon, but I think we'll fly over to the shopping district and get some blocks because, quite honestly, I want to get this video out soon, and the quicker the better. So I'll just fly over to the shopping district. You just love to see it. Anyhow, I'm here at spawn. It's actually improved a ton since we were here first. And I think we'll just fly over to the shopping district, which I think is this way, if I'm not mistaken. And I think there should be a shop, maybe, I think this is the shop here. I think they sell blocks of gold here. I think it's, yeah, diamond for a stack, or half a stack. And I think we need, what is it? It's 2 stacks. And I think, no, I'll just get 3 stacks. That's fine. And then, anything else that we need? Don't think so, but you can look around for a bit. It has grown a lot since I was here before my holidays. And it's still growing every day, but I never really come here a lot to check on it. So, back to the base, which is not this direction, this direction. And here I'll see you at the base, and we'll set up the beacon. So we are back. And I do have an idea where I want to put this beacon. I'm thinking maybe somewhere around here. Because I want to build my actual base, or my bigger base, in this general direction. So, I guess somewhere around here would be good. And if I'm right, it's 9 by 9 at the bottom. Anyhow, I'll make a quick time lapse. And one more block. And we've done it. We are finally OP. We've got all the gear that we'll need in the future. And if we ever do want to upgrade, then we can always do it, but I feel pretty confident in what we have right now. Anyhow, I've been recording this video for a long time now. I've been editing for a few days now, and I think it's the perfect time to leave it. I have so much fun collecting all the materials and getting OP again. Or, not again, but getting OP for the first time. Second time was a bit boring, but either way, we have done it. We've got OP, we got elytras, we got a very special spoon, or shovel. They call it spoon over here, but it's a shovel for me. Oh, I don't really know. Maybe you guys can name it for me. And we got enough diamond to live for a decent while. And, yeah, that's really it. I really hope you all enjoy your evening or day or whatever time it is. And I do hope you have a good rest of your week. And I'll see you in the next video.